Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So this video is going to mark the official start of a new mini series that I'm putting on my YouTube channel to do with running and the cross training that I'm doing with running for cycling. The reason why I wanted to make this is because I've been a bit of a on and off runner, taking it semi-seriously for the past year, but I've got two events up on the horizon. City to Surf, which is the biggest fun run event in the world here in Sydney, and also Sydney Marathon in September. So with those two goals in mind, I decided to take a bit more targeted approach. I've got Sota Mahara, local legend of running, ultra runner, to train me up. And we're going to see how far we can take this running in the next couple of months. The program for today is going to be, I did a fast 5k run yesterday. That was a benchmark kind of run to see where my fitness is at. So I'm going to show you how I went in that. I'm doing a 29k long run today with my wife in the beautiful Sydney Harbour area. Check this out. And then finally I'm going to sit down with Sota. We're going to talk about how I did in that 5k run, and we're going to come up with a training plan and how to maximize my results in the upcoming events. Far out. It doesn't get better than this. Are you ready? Here we go.
Alright, let's quickly go back in time 24 hours to Saturday morning on the day of parkrun.
Alright, so what are we doing today? Today, it is 7:30 a.m. We are at Rhodes and we're going to do the Rhodes Parkrun. I've driven half an hour to get here, and the reason why is Rhodes Parkrun is probably the flattest and fastest parkrun in Sydney. If you don't know what parkrun is a 5-kilometer organised kind of community event on Saturday mornings, and it's a great way to test your fitness, run with other people who are like similar speed to you. And today is going to be a bit of a benchmarking day. So I'm going to do a 5-kilometer time trial today. We're going to try and go all out and see what speed and time we can get, and from that we're going to base the rest of the training leading up to the other events.
It's been quite a while since I've done a fast parkrun. The last one I did was probably about 6 months ago, and I did just under 22 minutes, which at that time was an all-out effort for me. I think that comes in at about 4:30 pace. But since then, I've been doing just steady volume of running, and I brought out my secret weapon for this parkrun, which is a brand new pair of Asics Metaspeed Paris Sky shoes. This is my first run wearing them, and it's actually my first super shoe in general, so I was really stoked to use it. And also we were at the Rhodes Parkrun, which is a notoriously fast parkrun.
Parkrunner, 3, 2, 1, go!
Don't go out quick. But yeah, I can promise you it'll feel better if you kick down at the end.
Before the parkrun started, I asked Sota for some last minute tips, and this is what he told me. Don't go out too hot. Make sure that you conserve some energy for the second half of the parkrun, where it's a long straight back to the finish. And thirdly, pretend that you're on a treadmill and then you're just reeling people in and you're running them down. So how did I go following that advice? Well, I think the first one got disregarded completely. When you set off with a massive group, I ended up just staying with everyone and running their pace. I wasn't even really looking at my watch, and I just got swept up with the whole energy of it. And the first kilometer I ran at under 4-kilometer pace. I knew this was not sustainable though, so I backed it off a little bit for the next 3Ks. And I did it at about 4 minutes 7 seconds. Now at the start of this, like I said before, my PB was about 22 minutes, so I was quite content to aim for about the 21-minute mark. However, in the last 2 kilometers, I really felt like I had more to give, so I just kept up the pace, and especially in the last K, I really wanted to bring it home strong. So I pushed myself as hard as I could. I tried to imagine myself on that hypothetical treadmill, just pulling people in. Unfortunately, there wasn't that many people in front of me, but I just had the imagery in my mind. And the last K, I did it 3 minutes 50 pace. So this completely blew my previous PB out of the water. And in fact, I did almost sub 20 minutes. I did 20 minutes and 6 seconds. Shout out to my wife as well. She did an incredible time, smashing her PB even more than I did, and she did a sub 24-minute park run with an average pace of 4 minutes 45. High off the success of our park run, we woke up on Sunday ready to do something big. We're going to do our longest run ever. Up until this date, we've done a couple of half marathons, even extended it a couple of kilometers past. But it's my wife's birthday, she's turning 29, and she said, let's do 1 kilometer for every year. So I jumped on the computer, banged together a Strava route, which was nice and scenic and flat, and it was a perfect day for it. So off we went. Can I just say, what an incredibly beautiful and amazing city that we have. We are so lucky that we can run around on the harbour here, through the Botanic Gardens, around our beautiful landmarks like over the Harbour Bridge and around the Opera House. From here, we made our way through Circular Quay, around Barangaroo, through Darling Harbour and to Pyrmont. Now, unfortunately, this was my first time using the brand new Insta360 Go 3S, and it comes with like a little charging pack, but I left the charging pack at home because I thought I could get away with just using just the camera without the charger. And unfortunately, it ran out of battery soon after this, and I had no way to charge it up again. So I'll just have to recap the rest of the run for you. We ran at a pretty steady 5:45 pace, which I found quite comfortable, but I will tell you, I was really feeling it in the last 6K. I was pretty tired. I wasn't going to give up, but I was definitely sore, and I was more than happy for the run to be over. We looped our way back through the city to Parami, which is one of our favourite places to eat. They sell onigiri there, as well as some other cool Japanese foods, and I think it was definitely well deserved. Here's all the different onigiris that we got, but my favourite was the smoky chicken. The smoky teriyaki flavour of the chicken just went so well with the rice, and I demolished these onigiri in no time at all. Now, on to the last topic, where do we go from here? I sat down with Soda and I had a chat to him about what our new goal should be, because originally our main goal was actually going to be a sub 20-minute 5K run. But as you saw from the park run on Saturday, I almost did that just off the bat. So we have to realign our goalposts and come up with a new targeted goal. It's going to take a bit of time to come up with that, so I'm going to leave it for another video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this weekend of running that I did, and I'd love to have you along on my running journey. If you stuck around all the way to the very end of this video, thank you very much for watching. If you've come here because you usually watch my cycling content, do not worry, there's going to be a ton of that. In fact, I'm editing and filming one right now as well. This running thing is just more of a little experiment and a mini series on my channel, since it's something I want to document. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.